Now on CoastTV News.
Our mini heat wave is over with thanks to a cold front moving towards Delmarva this morning. Cooler the next couple of days, then warmer for the weekend. Some rain for the holiday weekend. Details coming up.
Calling on state officials to fight erosion, why a foundation worries about the future of a popular beach spot.
Underage alcohol alert, we have the crackdown taking place in Worcester County.
Blue Hens begin season. Delaware set to kick off its final campaign at the FCS level.
This is CoastTV News Today.
And we are making our way as we are now in the 6 o'clock hour. Good morning, I'm Matt Pensick.
Good morning, I'm Paige Marley. It is Thursday, August 29th, 2024.
Yeah, if you got to our area last night, a little extra holiday time. Can't believe Labor Day weekend is here, Paige.
September is this weekend, right?
Yeah, Sunday. Wait a minute.
Yeah,
Yeah, Sunday.
You know, it's a little...
Yeah, hey, I know things.
Well, the holidays, they always mess up our schedules, but I cannot believe it. Do you think August or July flew by faster?
I feel like August did.
Me too.
I really do.
Me too. It's scaring me, but we're going to bring in First Alert meteorologist Bob Chahi, because Bob, what also scared me was the heat yesterday. It was too much.
Yeah, that was rough yesterday, all that intense heat. And Matt is not going to like Sunday because it's a start to meteorological fall. First day of September, I know. We'll be scraping frost before we know it. No, not anytime soon. But it's mild and muggy this morning, 77 in Millsboro. Good morning, Milton, 75 for you, 74 in Delmar. And pretty warm along the coast, too. Bethany Beach and Indian River Inlet at 78 degrees. Winds have turned to the north. They're light now. That's good. Eventually, they'll turn to the east and northeast with the cold front as we have some clouds moving through right now. Not seeing anything in the way of precipitation, but there is a cold front to the north near Philly right now, making its way to southern Jersey. And as it moves through, well, it's going to shift our winds, and it could kick off a stray shower as we go through the morning. So I think temperatures do quickly rise ahead of that front later this morning into the lower 80s by 10 a.m., lower 80s inland, 70s at the beaches. And I think our highs could actually occur right around noon, early afternoon, with 80s even well into the 80s farther west. But then here comes that easterly wind to the rescue, and that will start to cool us off through the 70s into this evening. UV index today sponsored by Ocean City. We're at a 6, so high range, burn time 20 minutes, so be extra careful out there. But it does dip a little bit tomorrow and then increases into the holiday weekend back to the very high range by Monday, so be extra careful in the sun.
All right, will do, Bob. Thank you. You may remember August 18th, ocean waves broke through a dune on the north side of the Indian River Inlet Bridge. And now the Surfrider Foundation, which is a beach activism group, calling on Delaware officials to address the hazardous conditions at Northside Beach.
They're requesting a public meeting take place. And Coast TV News reporter Elisa Weber is live at North Beach, that area. Elisa, Surfrider says the conditions at the inlet are dangerous.
Yeah, Matt and Paige, I'm currently at Northside Beach, and actually over here, there is a sign that says hazard, swim at your own risk because of the debris that could be in the water. And Surfrider says that with the fall hurricane and winter storm seasons approaching, they worry that the erosion here may only get worse if the conditions are not addressed soon. And for over a year, Surfrider has been urging state officials to remove the debris from the water. And that debris includes chunks of asphalt and concrete, rusty metal, corroded pipes, and large wooden boards. The foundation says conditions deteriorated more after DelDOT dumped large rocks along Route 1 this month in an attempt to stop water from coming onto the road. Surfrider says those rocks are now on the beach.
And Elisa, the foundation also is concerned about the economic impact of this erosion.
Yeah, Paige, when Route 1 flooded from the last dune breach, we saw how it stopped traffic, and Surfrider says that if this becomes a more frequent problem, it could prevent tourism from happening and from people getting to and from work. So dunes really are so important to coastal towns. They are our first line of protection from flooding.
Yeah, I know you spoke with a representative from Surfrider who says that North Beach area, that is a popular spot for surfers and beachgoers.
Yeah, Matt, I mean, I was told that you can see 100 people surfing in the water here, people laying on the beach. As you can see right now with the sunrise too, it's absolutely beautiful here. And Surfrider says that if it becomes even more dangerous here, people may not be able to enjoy this beach. Back to you.
All right, Elisa, thank you so much. Well, 2 people are now healing after being taken to a hospital for injuries after a boat explosion. That's what you're looking at right there, those massive flames from the disaster Wednesday afternoon. This was in New Jersey. The force of that explosion, it actually launched a 57-year-old man into the water. He had burns on his face and legs, as well as a 47-year-old man. He was injured by glass that hit his stomach and his arms. The boat eventually sank while the crews worked to put out those flames.
Yeah, we have an update on the story that we've been covering for you. It's about the Big Oyster Brewery in Lewis and its ability to have live outdoor music. Complaints this summer, it forced Big Oyster to cancel music acts. At a virtual hearing Wednesday night, some people who live near Big Oyster, they voiced their issues about the music, the entertainment, the speakers, and amplifiers out on the brewery patio, saying it was too loud. But the Delaware Office of the Alcoholic Beverage Control Commissioner approved Big Oyster to keep its outdoor music playing. Commissioner Jacqueline Parody didn't feel that those complaints rose to a substantial enough level. However, the restaurant will have to abide by some restrictions.
I was very displeased when I heard that they could not play it anymore because you could barely hear it, and you had to actually come outside of your house in order to hear it. And it's a family place.
It's not a big deal here because everybody in the house before 9 o'clock, so you can sleep.
Now here's what the rule states. Live music cuts off at 7, unless in special circumstances. An example of this would be if the band is delayed by traffic and they get a late start, then the music can run as late as 8 p.m. Now, as for the music being played over the speakers, depending on the day, it will cut off between 9 and 9:30. Also good to go on some outdoor games like volleyball, cornhole, and other similar events.
A crackdown on underage drinking in Maryland, according to the Worcester County Board of License Commissioners. Pizza 2 Go's in Ocean City, the Berlin Liquor Store, Ocean Pine 7-Eleven, and West Ocean City's Royal Farms are only a few places that have been fined for serving alcohol to minors. Some people in the area told us that there's actually a few known spots to get a drink underage.
I think it's very important to, take your time and ask somebody if you're 21. If they, look like they're 40, still ask for an ID. Sometimes people find it flattering, but at the same time, the severity of the situation is that you want to protect yourselves and the business.
Those fines against the businesses in question totaled about $8,000.
This morning, Delaware State Police will continue efforts to determine what caused a crash in Millsboro on Tuesday. The Indian River Volunteer Fire Company says a Chevrolet Suburban, which appears to be from the Sussex County Emergency Medical Services, and a Subaru SUV, they collided, causing significant damage. You see some of that there to the vehicles. This crash happened at Indian Mission Road and John J. Williams Highway.
And then on Wednesday, on the same highway, a crash on Route 24 between Legion Road and Seymour Lane. That one happened around 1:30 p.m. You're looking at that damage now on your screen. The Indian River Volunteer Fire Company saying it appears that a gray sedan struck the rear of a Sequoia SUV, causing that to hit another vehicle. Both vehicles had significant damage. They were inoperable. Delaware State Police are still investigating that crash.
A living shoreline project now complete. This is at the end of Scarborough Avenue exit in Rehoboth Beach. Biodegradable logs and vegetation were installed. You can actually see some of this, what they did on your screen. Fishing will not be allowed at this location. This is a precaution to not damage the project.
We have a heads up for anyone who lives in Dewey Beach. The town is not holding its annual municipal election this year. It was originally meant to take place September 21st. The town says no other people, except for the 2 incumbents, are on file for the 2 commissioner seats up for grabs. So because of that, officials say it's not necessary to hold that election.
Happening tonight, it's a season end home opener for the Delaware Blue Hens football team. It will be Delaware's final year at the FCS level before the big jump up to FBS. Because of that transition, the Hens are not eligible for the FCS playoffs this season. Delaware was 9-4 in 2023. They advanced to the second round of the postseason. The 2024 campaign begins tonight against Bryant out of the Northeast Conference, and kickoff set for 7 p.m. at Delaware Stadium. Also today, a number of our high school football teams are kicking off their respective seasons. How about an afternoon game to start things off? Indian River is up at Concord. And then tonight, Cape Henlopen, also in Newcastle County. Vikings are visiting Red Lion. Laurel will host Sussex Central, and a quick trip up the road for Seaford as the Blue Jays open the season at Woodbridge.
President Biden is still in Rehoboth Beach. Wednesday, he had a little fun in the sun. It even included a quick selfie with one lucky woman who had a great spot on the sand. And according to the White House, the president was joined by First Lady Jill Biden, as well as her 2 sisters.
Less than 70 days until Election Day. Both the Harris-Walz and Trump-Vance campaigns are on the road in full force. The Democratic ticket will also have a sit-down interview tonight.
Yeah, now for Harris, it's a first since being tabbed as a nominee over 40 days ago. NBC's Alice Barr shows us how the campaigns are ramping up as both pairs split up.
Vice President Kamala Harris and running mate Minnesota Governor Tim Walz kicking off a bus tour across southern Georgia, listening to a high school marching band and addressing the students.
Your generation, all that you guys stand for, everything you have at stake is what is going to propel our country.
Governor Walz drawing on his time as a high school teacher and football coach.
Education is the key to the middle class.
As the Democratic ticket seeks to appeal to rural voters in a critical battleground state. Tonight, they'll hold their first sit-down interview on CNN.
I think it's very important that she's very explicit about her policies.
Former President Trump's running mate, Ohio Senator J.D. Vance, criticizing his rivals for what he sees as empty promises of hope and joy.
Her citizens are suffering. She should not be feeling joy. She should be feeling shame.
That as he defended against criticism over a Trump visit to Arlington National Cemetery this week, honoring the U.S. service members killed during a chaotic withdrawal from Afghanistan.
He was there providing emotional support to a lot of brave Americans who lost loved ones they never should have lost.
The visit drawing controversy after the Trump campaign says a cemetery employee tried to physically block campaign staffers. A cemetery spokesperson saying federal law prohibits any political or election-related activities within military cemeteries, including photography. The Trump campaign emphasizing they were invited by Gold Star families. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
We're just getting started in this hour of Coast TV News Today.
Coming up, Clearing Out Community will show you the moves made in Georgetown in an area that was known as Tent City.
And early voting opening up. We're going to tell you why one man says he prefers early voting, opposed to waiting until Election Day.
But first, we have a sweet treat that is changing lives in the nation's summer capital. That's the subject of our new series, Coastal Connections, when Coast TV News Today returns.
Celebrate Labor Day weekend with Camp Rehoboth Community Center at Sun Festival 2024 in Rehoboth Beach. On August 31st, enjoy a night of comedy with stand-up comedian Joe Dombrowski.
He looked at me and he goes, ma'am, okay, that laugh was a hate crime.
Then on September 1st, dance the night away with DJs Robbie Leslie and Joe Gothrow. Don't miss the summer's biggest party at the Rehoboth Beach Convention Center. Get your tickets at camprehoboth.org. Sponsored by Coast TV.
The Shorebird Summer is coming to a close on the Delmarva Sports Network. Watch their last home series live, from the first crack of the bat, to the big plays, to the roar of the crowd. Experience every moment as it happens on the Delmarva Sports Network. Your Delmarva Shorebirds battle the Salem Red Sox tonight at 7. Tune in for these action-packed games live, only on the Delmarva Sports Network.
Got a plumbing problem that can't wait? Then why would you? At FH Fur, we know how frustrating it is to be stuck waiting for help, which is why we offer same-day service guaranteed. Whether it's a leaky faucet, a clogged drain, a broken pipe, you name it, the expert plumbers at FH Fur are standing by and ready to get you out of hot water. Or maybe into some hot water, if that's your issue. Same-day service guaranteed, regardless of your plumbing predicament.
877-CALL-FUR, FHFur.com.
What do you do when your tire goes flat and there's no air anywhere? You reach for Bullseye Pro, the smarter, faster, hands-free way to fill it up with air. Bullseye Pro is equipped with a rechargeable power plant, smart pressure sensor, and custom nozzles. It's like the power of an air compressor in the palm of your hand. Get your complete Bullseye Pro inflation system for just $79.99 and get free shipping. Plus, we'll give you a 50% discount on a second one. Order now.
Ice cream is a summer staple along the coast. And did you know the newest shop in Rehoboth Beach is raising money for a great cause and changing lives with every single scoop? That is the subject of this Coastal Connections.
Connor Watson is the first employee on shift at Uncle David's Ice Cream.
Give me a smile.
The store is named after David Sampson, the brother-in-law of Dennis Deal and brother of Dennis's wife, Sharon Lee.
He was my inspiration. He was just a sweet and gentle person.
Like Connor, David had Down syndrome, and so do the employees at Rehoboth's newest ice cream shop who work alongside support staff.
Our point is to raise awareness for people with Down syndrome, and here we're putting them front and center where people can see them working and how good they are.
Awesome! Everything in this store is set up to help those with Down syndrome succeed. Take a look here. There are corresponding numbers to each ice cream flavor. That's because managers tell me numbers are typically easier for those with Down syndrome to work with.
On that same note, Uncle David's deals with dollars, not change, and is a walk-up window only for safety.
Number 22.
It's a legacy for a beloved brother
Dennis.
And a future for people just like Connor.
This is going to be the happiest ice cream store in Rehoboth.
Scooping up opportunities on Rehoboth Avenue.
For Coastal Connections, I'm Madeline Overturf.
Coastal Connections is sponsored by Baths by Spicer Brothers.
As I get older, I was getting a little off balance. Got recommendations for Baths by Spicer Brothers. I love my shower. It's perfect for me. My favorite part was probably how quick and easy it was. They came in the morning and they were done by afternoon. I definitely wanted the grab bars. They also put the seat in, which was very nice. The wand is good, especially if you're sitting. So much safer to get in and out of now. It seems like my showers are quicker that way. So it's perfect.
Have you ever felt leg pain, restlessness, cramps, tingling, swelling, numbness? If you've ever experienced the warning signs of bad circulation, then you need Legzercise Pro, the natural circulation booster that uses continuous automatic leg movement to soothe pain and promote healthy circulation the natural drug-free way. Soothe pain and calm restless legs. Reduce swelling in your legs, ankles, and feet, and stimulate healthy circulation. Stay active with Legzercise Pro.
When MAGA extremists took away our rights,
Kyle Evans-Gay took action.
Kyle fought for her daughters and ours in the state Senate, delivering the strongest abortion protections in Delaware history.
She took on the NRA to ban assault weapons and protect our communities.
Led on securing our vote and our democracy.
I'm Kyle Evans-Gay, and I'm running for Lieutenant Governor because a new generation will champion reproductive freedom and fight for our families. Let's do this, Delaware.
The weather is brought to you by Spicer Brothers Construction. Born here to serve here.
How do you tell the difference between a good roof installation and a bad roof installation?
The difference is Spicer Brothers. It's all about the workmanship, the quality of the materials, and a lifetime warranty that gives you peace of mind. We ensure your family is protected from the elements season after season. Our comprehensive roof assessment and 13-point checklist ensures every detail is covered. And right now we're offering 50% off materials, plus get your new roof for as low as $99 a month.
Spicer Brothers, because you deserve the best.
Time is 6:18, and you are looking live into Lewis. Things are looking calm there near the Roosevelt Inlet as we await the sunrise. But after Wednesday, a little bit of a cooler day today.
I say so. Georgetown yesterday, Matt, was 98 degrees for the high. That tied a record. And boy, it was just sizzling yesterday. Mid to upper 90s, feels like temperatures in the 100s. That's done. We have a cold front moving in, and it's going to be warm today. Still a little muggy, but not nearly as bad as yesterday. So 82 as opposed to mid to upper 90s. We'll take that. And then it's down to 78 for a high on Friday. That's nice. Warms up again for Saturday and Sunday into the mid to upper 80s. And then by Labor Day itself, south, 81, and the humidity will drop a little bit, but humidity levels are still up there in the humid to kind of very humid range as we go through Friday. It does dip a little bit at times, and then it actually increases a bit over Saturday and Sunday into the very humid range. But look at this, this line goes down with time, and we're really going to dry things out humidity-wise as we go into Labor Day and beyond, and temperatures fall as well. It gets delightful as we go into a part of next week, but temperatures right now, not so delightful. It's muggy, it's warm. If you like that, this is your kind of weather. 78 Bethany Beach, 78 Indian River Inlet, 73 in Delmar, right now red and 74. As the winds have turned to the north, they're very light, and eventually they will turn to the east and northeast behind a cold front. But right now we have some clouds moving through. Not seeing anything in the way of precipitation, but there is a cold front making its way from north to south across the area very slowly right now. And I think it's somewhere between Dover and Philadelphia. And once it passes us, those winds will shift to the east. We have strong high pressure to the north, and that easterly flow will force in some of that cooler air. Futurecast this morning has us in the 70s. It's still muggy, and we actually see the 80s showing up as soon as 9 a.m., but cooler 70s at the beaches. But here come those easterly winds by noon. Lower 80s in the 113 corridor, but upper 80s in parts of, around Salisbury, around 90. Could be very hot for you there, but then only low to mid 70s at the beaches. And we're looking at temperatures cooling through the 80s into the 70s this afternoon. So falling temperatures as that easterly flow starts to strengthen, and we see the clouds increasing this evening. And then overnight, we could see a few showers and thunderstorms, maybe some of those with heavy rain, so those could awaken you. And then we'll see that exiting in the morning. Otherwise, a mix of sun and clouds tomorrow. 80s inland, and then 70s closer to the beaches, as those easterly winds will get a little stronger as we go through today into tomorrow, and then turn more southerly as we head into Saturday, as a warm front will lift in Saturday. Here comes the humidity, maybe an isolated shower or a thunderstorm at that time. And then we go into Sunday. The clouds increase once again, and I think there will be some showers around into Sunday evening, and then the front finally sinks to the south. Flow turns to the north on Monday, Labor Day. We see lots of sunshine, and the humidity starts to drop. Here's your Paul Davis 7-day forecast. 82 today. Watch out for a stray sprinkle. Then it's only 78 Friday with an isolated storm. Also a stray storm Saturday, 86. A better chance of some rain and storms on Sunday, 88. Then Labor Day is drier and a little cooler, 81. And then upper 70s, real nice, both Tuesday and Wednesday.
Thank you, Bob. Early voting now underway in Delaware. This is for the state primary election. To vote, you must be registered and affiliated with the Democratic or Republican parties. CoastTV caught up with one man who explains why he likes to take advantage of early voting.
I don't like long lines. You never know what'll happen on September 10th, so it's a great opportunity to come and do it the first day. And that's what I did.
Now, from the start of early voting all the way to November's general election, you can find the latest on local candidates, issues, race results on our website, coasttv.com/decision2024. And this does bring us to our Coast TV poll. We want to know, how are you voting for this upcoming election?
All right, let's see if we have these results. I know last time most people said they were going to be voting in person. I don't know if we have those results right now.
Yeah, I thought we had some. All right, so we'll try to get back to that later. So, but if you want to vote, you can still do so on CoastTVNews.com or our mobile app.
Yeah, definitely. All right, you can do that now. But coming up next on Coast TV News today, clearing out part of the community. We're going to tell you what could be next for this tent city in Georgetown after it was disbanded at the landowner's request. Don't go anywhere.
The UV Index Weather Report is sponsored by Ocean City Tourism. Somewhere to smile about.
Smell funky? Get Skunky, the shower anywhere sponges that clean all your funky parts from your head to your feet and everything in between. Just add water, work it into a rich lather, and it's ready to use. Skunky effectively lifts and removes oil and dirt from your skin and hair without any rinsing required. Just towel dry and you're done without any sticky residue. Skunky is ideal for contractors or anyone who works outdoors. A hiking, fishing, or camping trip wouldn't be complete without Skunky. Skunky is a game changer for all ages and a must for elder care. Call now and get 20 Skunky 60-second shower pads for only only $9.99. But wait, order now and we'll send you 5 more absolutely free. That's 25 showers for only $9.99. There's a strict limit of 1 family pack per order at this incredibly low price. Order now.
To order, call 1-800-615-9517 or visit getskunky.com. Skunky.com. Order now.
Our mission here at the Boardwalk Buddy Walk is simple: to create a community where people with Down syndrome or any other cognitive disorder can live, learn, work, and play. That's why every October, we invite family and friends to a full weekend of acceptance and inclusion in Rehoboth Beach. This year's event takes place on October 12th at 9 a.m. at the Rehoboth Beach Boardwalk and Bandstand. So come out to this year's Boardwalk Buddy Walk and Walk. For more info, go to boardwalkbuddywalk.com, sponsored by CoastTV.
In Delaware, a family earning $67,000 a year pays the same tax rate as one making $67 million. I'm Matt Meyer, and you don't have to be a former math teacher to know that's an outrage. As governor, I'll make the super wealthy pay more in taxes so working people can pay less. By making state taxes more fair, we'll help more families get ahead. It's not just smart math, it's the right thing to do.
Democrat Matt Meyer for governor.
Clearing out trees and garbage, this wooded area in Georgetown, it's also known as a tent city. It's where a large homeless community stays. Wednesday, that community had to move as the landowner began clearing out that area. Officers from the Georgetown Police Department were there in the woods, making sure no one was in harm's way. Lieutenant Matthew Barlow tells us how the morning started for those officers.
And so we wanted to make sure that everything was clear and everybody was safely out of here. So we came back here this morning. Actually, I came out here earlier this morning to double check, and there were a couple of folks here, but everything's been peaceful.
And the landowners started working around noon. They finished up around 4. It's unclear where those living in the woods will go, but some told officers they'll move to the opposite side of those tracks that man does not own.
First Alert meteorologist Bob Triheat back with us. Bob, no pressure. Okay. People are just looking at you for the beach forecast heading into Labor Day weekend, but no pressure.
No pressure.
No pressure.
Yeah, I don't believe that. I believe I have a lot of pressure. But you know what? It's not going to be a bad holiday weekend at the beaches. You just have to pick your times. Maybe dance around some raindrops or walk around some of those raindrops. I think at the beaches today, we see our warmest time late morning, early afternoon, around 80 at noon in Chincoteague, then cooling off into the afternoon, mid-70s around Assateague, and then cooling off as an easterly breeze kicks in, and the waves pick up around 2 to 3 feet. Fenwick Island and Ocean City, well, mid-70s around the noon hour. Ocean City cooler at 5, and pretty much the same pattern up in Fenwick Island as well. More sun this morning and then clouds this afternoon. Next 3 days in Cambridge could be a little unsettled, a little cooler on Friday, then warmer Saturday with storms, and then a little unsettled for Crisfield as well. A cooler 78 Friday, but then those temperatures rising for the weekend. Labor Day itself not looking too bad. Some raindrops for the weekend. More on that coming up.
All right, not bad, Bob. Thank you. Coming up after the break, Big Oyster Brewery making some noise. The restaurant may have gotten a big win after a virtual meeting, but their approval comes with some restrictions.
And also pouring out liquor fines in Worcester County. We'll tell you the suggestion one former store owner says to prevent minors being served.
And calling for coastal repairs. We're going to tell you the Dangerous One environmental organization says Delaware faces if conditions at Northside Beach are not addressed. Coast TV News will be right back.
Positive, focused,
supportive, and goal-oriented. These are just a few qualities of coaches who inspire their athletes.
Each month, the Preston Automotive Group will select a coach who makes a difference and make a $500 donation to their organization. Then at the end of the year, 3 of these coaches will receive an extra donation to their program.
Nominate your coach today at DelmarvaSportsNetwork.com under the Features tab.
Delmarva Sports Network Coach Who Makes a Difference. Brought to you by Preston Automotive Group.
You need to lose weight, but you hate lugging out that big blender for a healthy shake. Hi, Chef Daniel Green here with my Bionic Blade, the new handheld blender that's rechargeable, so you can make a fast, healthy shake anywhere. Designed like this shake bottle you take to the gym, it has the motor and blades built right into the lid. Bionic Blade quickly creates smooth drinks just like the big blenders. But this is portable, so you can make a shake anywhere. make pina coladas right by poolside, even grind coffee beans and make a quick, refreshing iced coffee pick-me-up on the go.
Get the Bionic Blade for just $29.99 and we'll even ship it to you free. But wait, order now and get 2 sipping lids, a second large blender container, plus the sports lid. Yours free. You'll get this entire portable blending system for just $29.99. Call or click now.
To order, call 1-800-709-7148 or go to buybionicblade.com. So call 1-800-709-7148 or you can order online at buybionicblade.com.
The Shorebird summer is coming to a close on the Delmarva Sports Network. Watch their last home series live. From the first crack of the bat, to the big plays, to the roar of the crowd. Experience every moment as it happens on the Delmarva Sports Network. Your Delmarva Shorebirds battle the Salem Red Sox tonight at 7. Tune in for these action-packed games live, only on the Delmarva Sports Network. Now on CoastTV News.
Our mini heat wave is over with thanks to a cold front making its way through Delmarva this morning. Cooler the next couple of days and warmer for the weekend. Some rain for the holiday weekend. Details coming up.
Calling on state officials to fight erosion, Wyatt Foundation worries about the future of a popular beach spot.
Bringing back the music, the win for Lewis's Big Oyster Brewery after it had to cancel live music acts this summer.
Biden continues beach trip. The president taking time to chat it up with some fellow beachgoers during his stay along our coast.
This is CoastTV News Today.
August 29th, 2024. Good morning, everybody. I'm Matt Pensick. Good morning, Paige.
Good morning. Thank you all for joining us. I'm Paige Marley.
Time is 6:31. Paige, are you ready for some football?
I am ready for football. Are you?
Got some football going on today.
You know, they say you can only root for your favorite football team once you admit that summer is over.
Oh, well then, I'm going to I'll wait a few days on that one.
Just kidding. That's not the rule. But,
okay.
You know, I get excited that the high schoolers are starting, though.
Yeah, we were talking during the break.
Yeah.
And I think Bob chimed in on this one, too. It's like, good thing they're playing today as opposed to Wednesday.
Yes, very good point. It would be a little too hot. So looking forward to that. You looking forward to football, Bob?
I am, and I'm sure everybody involved with the football this evening is glad to, because we're looking at temperatures in the 70s this evening as opposed to the 80s that we had last night and all that humidity. So much more comfortable for those football games this evening. And right now, it's still kind of muggy. Temperatures into the 70s. These could actually be the temperatures this evening for football. 78 Bethany beats 78 in Rehoboth right now. Winds are calm, but they're starting to come out of the north now a little bit as we have some clouds floating through Delmarva right now. There is a cold front to our north, slowly making its way to the south, and there's the latest update located right around Dover and then back into areas near Baltimore right now. And as that front sinks to the south, it could ring out maybe an isolated shower as we go through the next few hours, but more importantly, shift the winds to the east and start to cool us down. But we're going to warm into the 80s before that front moves in, maybe even mid to upper 80s well to the west, and then 70s at the coast. And then you can see these arrows starting to point in off the ocean as we cool into the 70s along the beaches, and then we'll see that cool down overspreading the area from east to west this afternoon, and some clouds into the evening hours, but looking mainly dry for football and the ferry ride as well, as we're looking at temperatures in the 70s and winds starting to pick up out of the east, so getting a little choppy as we go into the later part of the morning.
Thank you, Bob. It was over a week ago, actually. It was on August 18th that ocean waves broke through a dune on the north side of the Indian River Inlet Bridge. And now a local chapter of a beach activism group, Surfrider Foundation, they're calling on Delaware officials to address the hazardous conditions at Northside Beach.
Yeah, they're requesting a public meeting about this. CoastTV News reporter Elise Weber is live now at North Beach. Elise, a Surfrider says the conditions at that inlet are dangerous for swimmers.
Matt and Paige, I'm currently at Northside Beach, and as you can see right over here, there's actually a hazard sign that is warning swimmers that there could be debris in the water. And Surfrider fears that as the fall hurricane season and the winter storm season approaches, the erosion may only get worse here if the conditions are not addressed soon. And for the past couple of years, Surfrider has been urging state officials to remove hazardous debris from Northside Beach, including chunks of asphalt and concrete, rusty metal, corroded pipes, and large wooden boards. The foundation says conditions deteriorated more after DelDOT dumped large rocks along Route 1 this month in an attempt to stop water from coming onto the road. And Surfrider says those rocks are now on the beach.
On a good day here, when the beach is in good shape, you'll have 100 surfers in the water. There are campgrounds nearby, so there's a lot of campers and fishermen that use the beach. Everyone who cherishes this spot is being impacted by the erosion, and when conditions were better, this was an incredibly popular spot to go to.
Surfrider has requested that that meeting be announced in advance, held on a weekday evening near the Indian River Inlet, as well as streamed online for lots of people to watch. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Elisa. Alcohol fines are pouring into Worcester County. A handful of stores have been caught selling alcohol to minors.
Yeah, the Worcester County Board of License Commissioners, they went around the area to see which stores would give alcohol to minors. It turns out, well, there may be more than you think. CoastTV News reporter Kevin Zappe shows us now the certain stores that were caught red-handed.
Businesses around Worcester County have been caught handing out alcohol to minors. And Clay Johnson, who was once a general manager at an alcohol store in Ocean City, says everyone should be trained to catch a fake ID.
When it's busier in the summertime, that's when it happens the most. And if you're just cautious and aware of your surroundings and who you're serving, then there should be no problem.
The Worcester County Board of License Commissioners has fined over 10 businesses giving alcohol to minors. According to the board, Pizza To Go's in Ocean City, the Berlin Liquor Store, Ocean Pines 7-Eleven, and West Ocean City's Royal Farms are only a few places that were fined, with some being heftier than others, ranging from $200 to $2,000 a ticket. And Gary Stofam, who lives in the area, says certain places are known to give out drinks to minors.
I believe that some businesses may do it occasionally. There's certain places that are perhaps known for the younger service workers. They perhaps know where to go to get a drink.
With over $8,000 in fines contributing to businesses selling alcohol to minors, Johnson hopes businesses train incoming employees to always check someone's ID.
I think it's very important to take your time and ask somebody if you're 21. If they look like they're 40, still ask for an ID. Sometimes people find it flattering, but at the same time, the severity of the situation is that you want to protect yourselves and the business.
So for those of age who choose to grab a beer, enjoy the last bit of summer with a cold one, legally. Worcester County hopes this will be a wake-up call for all businesses to make sure to check ID before handing out alcohol. I'm Kevin Zappe in Ocean City, CoastTV News.
Big Oyster Brewery in Lewis now has approval for its live outdoor music. There were some complaints this summer, and it forced Big Oyster to cancel musical acts.
At a virtual hearing Wednesday night, some people who live near Big Oyster voiced their issues about the live outdoor music, the entertainment, the speakers, and the amplifiers out on the brewery patio. They were saying it was too loud.
Yeah, but the Delaware Office of the Alcoholic Beverage Control Commissioner approved Big Oyster to keep its outdoor music playing. Commissioner Jacqueline Parody didn't feel that those complaints rose to a substantial enough level. Now, however, the restaurant will have to abide by some restrictions, such as how late the music can stay on.
A living shoreline project now complete at the end of Scarborough Avenue exit in Rehoboth Beach. Biodegradable log vegetation, they were installed. You can actually see some of that on your screen. Fishing will not be allowed at this location, however. It's as a precaution to not damage that project.
Okay, got some news coming out of Dewey Beach. Town says it is not holding its annual election this year. It's meant to take place on September 21st. Town says no other people except the two incumbents are on file for the two commissioner seats that are up for grabs. Because of that, officials say election is not necessary.
President Biden is still in Rehoboth Beach. Wednesday, he had a little fun in the sun. It included a quick selfie with one person who had a great spot on the sand. According to the White House, the president was joined by First Lady Jill Biden as well as her two sisters.
On Wednesday, United Airlines flight attendants at airports across the country announced a strike authorization vote by members of their union. United Airlines issued a statement saying they are continuing to work toward an industry-leading agreement for their flight attendants, including negotiations this week and every month through November. United flight attendants are demanding better pay for all, the time they are at work, and schedule flexibility.
AT&T said Wednesday it's resolved the software issue that caused an outage for thousands of wireless customers. That massive outage not only knocked out service for customers, but also some 911 services. The company did not release details about the disruption. However, a company spokesperson said the outage affected a limited number of customers, but they did say it was not nationwide.
Yeah, we still got more news to get to in this final half hour. Don't go anywhere.
Coming up, an arsonist sentence cut short in Ocean City, what one judge says led to the decision to free a man convicted of killing a volunteer firefighter 4 decades ago.
Also, the return of high school football in Delmarva. We have your preview of tonight's upcoming Cape Henlopen game and also what you can expect from other teams this season.
And as summer comes to an end, so does DART's beach bus service. We're going to give you the schedule for Labor Day and tell you when the service will say goodbye until next season. Stick with us on Coast TV News Today.
Draper Media presents the Shore Living Expo, celebrating health, wealth, and home. Saturday, September 7th from 10 to 4 at the Wicomico Youth and Civic Center. Sponsored by Spicer Brothers and Pohanka. Great demonstrations and interviews with Delmarva Life's Lisa and Jimmy on the expo stage, along with prizes and fun. Plus, meet your favorite Draper Media TV and radio talent. From crafts to home services, boats, cars, and RVs. This is a free event you don't want to miss. Go to WBOCevents.com. See you at the Shore Living Expo.
This is the revolutionary socket fan by Bell & Howell. The amazing 2-in-1 ceiling fan and light. If you can screw in a light bulb, you can hang the socket fan light. Socket fan comes with this handy remote. You can control the light and the breeze that you need. Socket fan fits any standard light socket. You can do it yourself in less than 10 seconds.
And now, the socket fan lights with deep socket extender is yours for $49.95 with free shipping. Order now, and you can get a second fan for 50% off.
Get cool fast with Socket Fan.
Your wallet is always in danger. Criminals can hack your information without you even knowing. Introducing Slim Mint, an ultra-thin RFID blocking wallet that keeps your cards and cash protected. Slim Mint uses the latest RFID blocking technology to prevent thieves from stealing your info. It's ergonomically designed to optimize space and keep your belongings organized. With the auto-locking Slim Mint, your cards and money stay securely in place. It has a built-in cash clip and a flexible outer band to fit your additional cards and cash. Call or click now and get Slim Mint for just $29.99. Order in the next 5 minutes and you'll get an instant $10 discount. So it's only $19.99. But wait, due to rising costs, this may be your last chance to get Slim Mint at this low price. There's a strict limit of 3 Slim Mint wallets while supplies last. Don't wait, order now.
Call 1-800-613-4296. Call or visit slimmintwallet.com. So call 1-800-613-4296 now.
Just about 6:42 on our Thursday morning. Hard to really see the distance between the ocean and the sky, looking like a similar color. Some clouds and blue skies there. Some folks getting their exercise in on the beach, and temperatures are in the upper 70s at the coast right now. Inland into the mid 70s, and it still has that real muggy feel to it. But we're going to have some relief on the way as the winds are light now out of the north, but eventually they will shift more east and northeast as the front moves through. And we're seeing some clouds out there right now. We are tracking a cold front presently over the Dover area, making its way farther south. As it moves in our direction, winds will shift to the east-northeast, and our temperatures will steady out and then cool off as we go into the afternoon. So much better for those outdoor activities today. We'll call it fair on the golf course. Much cooler, however. So instead of upper 90s, we're thinking 82 this afternoon, with a spotty shower possible.
If you plan on heading to the beach this holiday weekend, we have some travel updates from DART that you might need to be aware of. DART's beach bus service and Route 305 Beach Connection. It will be available Monday, September 2nd. The paratransit will have complimentary ADA-only service. This will be the last day for the 305 Beach Connection, but the beach bus will still operate daily until September 8th.
There are 2 traffic changes to expect if you're heading to or from the coastal area next week. DelDOT announced Taylor Mill Road between Fire Tower Road and West Elliott's Dam Road in Laurel will close Thursday, September 5th through Friday, September 13th. It's for crossroad pipe replacement. There will be detours in place that'll take you through Sycamore Road.
Yeah, just north of Milford, there will be a traffic pattern shift south of Route 1 that will start on the evening of September 3rd. This is also for crossroad pipe replacement. DelDOT says all traffic from the northbound lanes will be shifted to the southbound lanes. 2 lanes in each direction will be maintained.
Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
Sports fans, you've made it. High school football has returned on Delmarva, and we're going to get you ready for what we will be tonight. Defending 3A runner-up Cape Henlopen heads to Red Lion for 7 o'clock. The Vikings topped the Lions 21-14 last season in an epic finish. Cape watching its 21-point lead dwindle down to 7, but a goal line stand as time expired delivered the Vikings' first opening night win since 2017. Kickoff tonight is set for 7 p.m., and we'll have highlights to follow on the final score. Let's head over to another fun one from 2023. This time, Seaford takes the trip to Bridgeville to take on the Blue Raiders. Woodbridge bested the Jays 26-20 a season ago, but this year is going to look a lot different in the backfield without dynamic rusher Tracy Johnson. Marvin Dooley's squad went 9-3 a season ago and reached the 2A semis. This one kicks off at 7, and we'll also have highlights from Caesar Rodney's opener against William Penn in Camden. Before those highlights and the final score, tune in to our penultimate Shorebirds broadcast at 7 p.m. Get a front row seat for the Orioles' top 2024 draft picks, including number 4 prospect Vance Honeycutt, right from your living rooms. Delmarva split the first 2 against the Salem Red Sox. Game 3 tonight at 7:05. Our coverage begins at 7. Have a great day, everybody.
Has it maybe been a rough week? You can always cheer up with a weekly dose of local good news from Coast TV. It's our Feel Good Friday newsletter. We have personal features, fun things to do each weekend, and more. Sign up for free at coasttv.com/sign up. You'll get a weekly dose of joy sent directly to your inbox on Friday.
And coming up soon, we have the Shore Living Expo. This event celebrates health, wealth, and home on Delmarva. You can visit a variety of businesses along the coast that show just what the peninsula has to offer. And as you can see on your screen, this event takes place September 7th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Happy Thursday, everyone. Here's what's coming up today at 4 on Coast Life.
If you are looking for a big celebration to cap off the end of summer, well, Sun Festival with Camp Rehoboth might just be the perfect place for you.
Fantastic. And things are getting dramatic, as they always do on Thursdays. We're going to be spilling the tea.
Maybe you or a loved one are suffering from chronic wounds that just don't seem like they're getting better. Well, we're going to introduce you to hyperbaric oxygen therapy and how that might be able to help.
All that and more is happening today at 4 on Coast Life.
We're seeing a beautiful sunrise this morning on our Tyndall's Casual Furniture camera in Laura. Looks like a good looking day, maybe a spotty shower, and the mini heat wave is over. We've got cooler temperatures the next couple of days, a bit warmer for the holiday weekend. Some rain chances, won't be a washout. Your forecast is coming up in 2 minutes. Stay tuned.
Download the free Coast TV First Alert Weather app today.
Save the date for the Meals on Wheels Delaware Beach Brunch presented by Fulton Bank on Sunday, October 13th from 10:30 to 1:30 at the Rehoboth Beach Country Club. Indulge in an upscale brunch paired with handcrafted cocktails, all while overlooking the beautiful bay. Local chefs will delight with hors d'oeuvres and desserts complemented by a range of beverages. Participate in our live and silent auctions featuring exclusive getaways and unique items. For full event details, visit mealsonwheelsde.org. Sponsored by Coast TV.
What do you do when your tire goes flat and there's no air anywhere? You reach for Bullseye Pro, the smarter, faster, hands-free way to fill it up with air. Bullseye Pro is equipped with a rechargeable power plant, smart pressure sensor, and custom nozzles. It's like the power of an air compressor in the palm of your hand. Get your complete Bullseye Pro inflation system for just $79.99 and get free shipping. Plus, we'll give you a 50% discount on a second one. Order now.
Have you ever felt leg pain, restlessness, cramps, tingling, swelling, numbness? If you've ever experienced the warning signs of bad circulation, then you need Legzercise Pro, the natural circulation booster that uses continuous automatic leg movement to soothe pain and promote healthy circulation the natural drug-free way. Soothe pain and calm restless legs. Reduce swelling in your legs, ankles, and feet and stimulate healthy circulation. Stay active with Legzercise Pro.
Weather brought to you by Coastal Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning, dedicated to excellence in Delaware and Maryland.
Coastal Comfort knows there's no place like home. It's where we can be totally comfortable.
Totally comfortable being ourselves, making a mess, making improvements, making strides, making memories with those we love. Totally. Big or small, at the beach, or on the farm, all along the Eastern Shore. It's home, and Coastal Comfort is always here to keep you totally comfortable. Coastal Comfort, a Carrier Factory authorized dealer serving Maryland and Delaware. Carrier, turn to the experts.
It is 6:49 on our Thursday, and we are going to take a live look right now at Laurel. Cloudy there, Bob. We can tell the sun is up, but I, as well as you, I know, are counting down the days until these fall holidays.
We are. I know the other anchor that sits on the
He's
desk
looking
isn't
at me.
happy about about the much cooler weather coming. We want to cram in more of that summer heat, but you know it's coming eventually. But we do want to do the countdown to Labor Day. Only 4 days away. It's coming up, folks. First day of fall is 26 days away. Halloween, I've already seen the decorations in the stores. 63 days away, and Election Day is coming up. That's a presidential election. 68 days. We've got the other elections coming up sooner than that. Our 5-day temperature trend much cooler than what we had yesterday. 98 tighter record in Georgetown. 82 today, and then 78 on Friday. A cooler day with the flow off the ocean. 86 Saturday. Sunday's pretty warm. 88, and then Labor Day Monday, we're looking at temperatures into the lower 80s with lower humidity. Here's our muggy meter. We're still in the humid range, even though we have a cold front sliding through, and at times very humid. But look at the big drop as we go into next week. I think Labor Day is going to be fantastic. The day itself, lower humidity, and then lower humidity in the days after that. But right now, it is still pretty muggy and mild. 74 in Seaford, Millsboro 77, 79 in Bethany Beach right now. And the winds are calm, but eventually they'll shift to the east-northeast into the afternoon. We're just seeing a few clouds right now, and we are tracking a cold front making its way through northern Delaware right now. And as it sinks to the south, maybe an isolated shower, but the winds will shift to the east-northeast, and we'll see warm conditions late this morning into early afternoon, and then cooling down after that. So Futurecast has us in the 70s, and most of us do warm into the low 80s later this morning into early afternoon, maybe even hot farther towards Delmarva and Salisbury, but 70s and 80s farther to the east. And then as we go into mid-afternoon, that easterly wind kicking in, you can see how temperatures are falling, and I know a lot of football fans are happy about that because 70s is the temperatures we'll see this evening with a refreshing breeze, but it will be cloudy. And then I think later tonight we could start to see some storms rolling in into Friday morning, maybe some heavier rain. Otherwise, an isolated shower tomorrow. 70s and 80s as that easterly flow continues. And we'll see those gusty winds at times the next couple of days out of the east. And then eventually they'll shift to the south as we'll bring in more moisture and warmth over the weekend. An isolated shower or storm on Saturday. By Sunday, a front comes through with some showers, but then it dries out on Labor Day, looking good. And then beyond that, even nicer. So 82 today. Stray shower, Paul Davis 7-day forecast. 78 Friday with an isolated storm. Mid to upper 80s Saturday and Sunday. I think a better chance of rain Sunday. Then it clears out on Monday, Labor Day, 81, lower humidity, upper 70s, really nice Tuesday and Wednesday.
Thank you, Bob. An arsonist convicted of murdering an Ocean City firefighter in the early 1980s had his prison sentence cut short on Wednesday. So a Worcester County judge decided David Ball will be a free man in less than 10 days. The judge cited Ball's age of 17 when that crime was committed, as well as his good behavior and maturation over the past 4 decades in prison. It was in 1983, Ball set fire to a restaurant in Ocean City. 24-year-old firefighter Jeffrey Dieter died battling those flames.
I think it was absolutely a fair decision, yes. Yeah, it's difficult. It will be difficult for some of our members to understand that decision because of the not understanding the statute. But to be fair, I think Judge Oglesby, we certainly respect his decision.
And the judge says there are more than a dozen factors that played a role in this decision.
Calm conditions right now on our gutter helmet cam in Ocean View, 77 degrees, a good looking day. Much cooler as the extreme heat is behind us for a while as the cooler weather grabs on the next couple of days. Warmer for the weekend, some showers, and then much better for Labor Day and beyond. Your 10-day forecast is next.
Capture your favorite moments at the CoastTV photo booth. Strike a pose and snap a pic, all for free. View previous pictures and see the next event at CoastTV.com under the Features tab. The CoastTV photo booth, sponsored by Baths by Spicer Brothers.
Introducing Paisano, the authentic pizza oven by Granite Stone. Now make the world's most delicious pizza with real stone right in your own home. You simply set it and let it make golden, crispy, extra cheesy stone-baked pies in under 6 minutes. You can get your Paisano pizza oven for just 3 easy payments of $39.99. Plus, we'll ship your entire order free.
Call 1-800-608-5198 or order online at buypaisano.com.
You push it. You try to hold them shut, but your doors won't stay closed no matter what. Introducing Ruby Monkey Magnets. Ultra-thin magnetic plates that will keep your doors and drawers shut. Just peel to reveal the super strong adhesive. Place the monkey, then the magnet, and close. Installation is that simple, and now you have a door that will stay shut. The secret is the ultra-strong industrial magnet's powerful attraction that holds tight. Monkey magnets work on most surfaces and are perfect for cabinets, dresser drawers, sliding closet doors, and more. Even your outdoor problems are solved in an instant because they're corrosion and rust resistant. Call or go online now to get 8 sets of monkey magnets for only $9.99. Due to rising costs, this may be your last chance to get monkey magnets at this low price. There is a strict limit of 1 house pack per order. Call now.
Call 1-800-453-9032. That's 1-800-453-9032. Call or visit getmonkeymagnets.com. So call 1-800-453-9032 now.
When you're close to the land and the sea, you can taste the goodness. The historic Lewis Farmers Market brings farms closer to tables. Meet the growers, talk to the people that milk the cows, and pick the perfect peaches. Organically grown fruits and vegetables, sustainable meats and eggs, A2 dairy products, artisan breads, and fresh local seafood.
The historic Lewis Farmers Market is in the park every Saturday from 8 to noon and at Crooked Hammock Brewery every Wednesday from 8 to 11:30 a.m.
Get the Coast TV News app, the latest and most up-to-date stories for your coastal community. Coastal news customized to your needs. Download the Coast TV News app on your Apple or Android devices. Coast TV, our community, your news.
6:55, it's time for some things you need to know before you go. President Biden's still in Rehoboth Beach, and Wednesday he had a little fun in the sun. There he is. He even took a quick selfie with one woman who had a great spot on the sand near him. According to the White House, the president was joined by First Lady Jill Biden and her 2 sisters.
Big Oyster Brewery in Lewis now has approval for its live outdoor music. Complaints this summer forced Big Oyster to temporarily cancel music acts, but last night the Delaware office of the Alcoholic Beverage Control Commissioner approved Big Oyster to keep its outdoor music playing. The restaurant will have to abide by some restrictions such as how late the music can stay on.
All right, it is 6:56 now. It's time for a quick look at your forecast before you head out that door.
Yeah, a little cooler today, Bob, as we do get closer to wrapping up August.
I'm going to go much cooler. I'm gonna, because we're gonna be about 15 degrees cooler today. So instead of mid to upper 90s inland, we're looking at lower 80s. So that'll be delightful as we go through the afternoon. As a cold front moves through, wind shift to the east. We'll see highs later this morning and early afternoon in the low 80s, and then falling through the 70s as we go into the afternoon. Looking good for those evening football games into the 70s. Paul Davis 10-day forecast. Friday even cooler. Oh, this is nice. 78 degrees with a stray storm. Stray storm on Saturday. It does warm up. Maybe a better chance of rain Sunday, 88, but then Labor Day is drier, 81, lower humidity. Then it gets really nice Tuesday through Thursday, upper 70s, at night into the 50s, and then still really nice end of the week into next weekend.
Sounds good, Bob. Thank you. And thank you for joining us on Coast TV News Today.
And the Today Show is coming up next at 7 a.m.
And we'll be back with Coast TV News midday at 11, so stick with us.
And for even more news and coverage you can count on, download our Coast TV News. Also the weather app. Hey, you want to track out how the sun conditions are for today and heading into Labor Day weekend. Good app to have. Till we see you at midday, have a good Thursday morning, everybody.